Why hello there, and welcome back. I'm Doseku. This is still Party Hard. Today's the day, man. Today, we're gonna party on a boat. Now, I still do not want to do the electrical guy because he's on a timer, so we're gonna stick with Hero Classic. And let's find out where we are. Okay, there we are. So, this particular party has kind of a problem to it. And that problem is there's a whole lot of people that we can kill, but not really a lot of ways to actually kill them en masse. In fact, if you're looking at the screen, there's really only 2 ways to kill multiple people on this particular run. That's the speaker up here, and then the gumball machine, and I guess, well, the poisoning of the... Is that a fruit punch pitcher? Yeah, I guess poisoning the fruit punch pitcher. But we still gotta kill like 39 people, and so far we've only killed 3. This is one of the points where you actually have to plan out how you're gonna kill everybody and be able to do it effectively, right? Now, there is a phone call we can use here, but I won't be using that till later since it only affects like a specific section of the area. Now, we do get smoke bombs, at least for this particular run. On another one, I ended up with a change of clothes. Now, the smoke bomb is useful for early on when you have everybody on the front end of the deck on the party floor. In fact, that's probably where I should have used the move initially, right? I could have at least killed a whole bunch of people right then and there. Then I wouldn't have to worry about running around and stabbing them all one by one. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and now everybody's scattered about. I don't think the poison's doing its job right. So, really, after like one thing that killed 3 people, we're at the point where we have to just start stabbing people one by one and killing them off. I mean, I like the design of this place. It looks cool, but it really needs more ways to kill people. Hey, now the police are showing up. Alright, so... Oh, they're gone. Perfect. In this place, you really do want to avoid the cops, because if they catch you anywhere near a body, they're going to tag you for arrest, and then you're going to have to run for it. Alright, so I like the murder thing down here because it gets a shark out, like so. I think that looks pretty cool, and unfortunately, it's the only other way to kill people right now without stabbing them. I could use the gumball machine though. That will at least net me 1 more kill. But we still got like 28 people left. No, want to get out of there quickly. Okay, so it's teaching us a skill we already knew from way back in, what, Party 1? Alright, so we're gonna have to get smart about this. I think I can kill this guy, yep, there we go, perfect. I was really hoping there was a way to murder with the life foot up there, but there really isn't. Now, here's the cool thing here. So there's upper level is actually separate from the lower level. So you can technically kill people up here and no one would notice it from the dance floor to the right. But you still run into the issues with people coming up and down the stairs all the time, so you have to keep that in mind. Alright, the cops are gone. Let's make our phone call. Alright, so if you turn your attention to the bottom section, then over to the left where the medic boat is, you'll see what the phone call does. It essentially summons in pest control guys who will come in and just murder anybody that walk under that back end back there. It does a pretty good job. Alright. So now just get rid of you? No? Oh well. So we still got the smoke grenade, which does its job pretty well. It essentially blinds people within the smoke so you can murder indiscriminately. But that's about it. It doesn't help if there's no one in that smoke bomb area for you to stab. For this stage, it's very useful for the beginning because, again, everybody's all crowded in one spot at the very start, so don't waste it like I did. We still got 10 kills left to go, though. Just gotta wait for that cop to go away. Uh-oh, oh, nope, nope, nope. Don't get caught, don't get caught. We can do this. There we are. Alright. I think he's on his way out. Ah, hell. I wasn't even near a body at that point when that person pinged me, too. Alright, cool. So he's going away. We're still good there. Now we have to be extra careful because the next time he comes back, he's going to be a lot faster and he's going to chase us a lot farther. Oh. Alright, so there's really only one phone on this side and it's up here. And we got her. It's actually pretty cool that we can create a kind of choke point and just murder people as they try to reach the one and only phone. It would certainly make my job easier just to be able to murder everybody as they try to approach the phone. But there is a phone one level down from us. You can kind of see between the two sirens over by where the shark pit is. I'm gonna hide up here if I can. Or maybe I can... Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. No, I just had one more to go, come on! Alright. So, there really isn't much to this stage. I'm not gonna have you watch me kill all 44 people. Just cut to the end right here. And really, that's this stage's biggest failing. It's kind of boring once you run out of the 2 to 3 ways you can murder people en masse without the phone call. Oh well, we're done. So that was the party boat. Nice, right? 7:33. Huh.
Ah, yes, I heard about the cruise liner disaster. Although I assume it wasn't the rushing water that killed those people, as the news had us believe.
Sometimes it's easier to keep the people safe by shielding them from the truth.
Yes, well, that's an interesting sentiment, although I'm guessing the people on that boat may have felt a bit shortchanged. Though while we're on the topic of truth, you were about to discover a truth of your own, am I right, Mr. West?
The girl.
Yes, the girl. Tell me about the girl, Mr. West.
From what I understand, she'd been following him since he first began his descent to madness.
Stalking him, perhaps?
Label it what you want. Seems like she was a fan of his work. Wanted to study his methods, as sick as it sounds. She was always a troubled child.
You seem to be well acquainted with our newly found heroine, Mr. West.
And you know exactly why, you son of a bitch. It was Katie. It was my daughter.
Well, that's an interesting twist. I thought his daughter died way back in the dormitory party. But apparently she was still alive this whole time. So for the Miami party, we get to play as Katie, the daughter of the cop that's been following us around. This should be exciting. She has a kick. Let's roll in and see what it does. Okay, so there we are. There's our stab. Let's murder some folk. Alright, so the news that newspaper has was kind of relevant to the other party and not this party. But let's knock this down, at least get one person out of the way. And let's go here. Bam. Uh-oh. Oh. Try tutorial. No, I don't think we will. We already left the tutorial a long time ago. Alright, so let's try this again. This time we'll start things off with a phone call just to see what we get. And what do we get? Zombies. Drunk zombies. Nice. Alright, so these zombies are actually pretty cool. What they'll do for you is, they will go around infecting people one by one and turning them into zombies too. Now, what this does for you is that eventually, practically the whole group will be turned into zombies, or all the partygoers were. And at that point, you can start killing them indiscriminately since zombies don't call cops. So, until that point, let's just go through and murder all the normies that we can. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. That got rid of him. Oh, and check it out. It's an FBI agent. Now, the FBI agents are actually pretty cool here. What you can do is you can come up to them, interact with them, and then they'll give you an item. Of course, you won't see that here because I got rousted by the cops and the bodyguard. And I got called a loser because I only got one kill in. Darn it. Okay. This time we have this, right? This time we can do this. So we'll start things off with a phone call, bring our handy dandy zombies in, and then start carefully orchestrating the murder of everybody in this party. Or we can get caught right away. Come on. I'm not gonna let him catch him, I'm gonna run for it. Yeah! Woo! This guy's gonna die. Oh, curses, really? No? At least they can't call the cops to them once the cop is already left. I guess that's something I should bring up. There's two ways you can get a cop called on you. One while they're already on scene, and one when they're not. when they're not on scene, the person is actually going to go make a phone call. And if they are already on the scene, then if someone catches you, they'll just try to run to the cop themselves and bring him over to you. Now, how this works to your advantage is if the cop is just getting ready to leave the scene, as in he just got in his vehicle and is about to drive off, and the person sees you with a body, instead of trying to make a phone call, they'll try to bring the cop over, but at that point he's already driving off. So that means that that one person wasn't able to call the cop on you even though they caught you with a dead body. Which works out pretty well sometimes because you need that. Oh my gosh, do you need that. Coming back to the party at hand though, it seems like we have everything in hand as it were. But there is still a ludicrous amount of people to kill. Thankfully the zombos here seem to have infected at least half the party goers. So I'm gonna try to stay out of their way for the most part so they don't come after me and let them do their job. I still have to be exceptionally careful though, because I still don't want to get caught by the cops or by anybody who will see me with a dead body. So at this point there really isn't a lot of normies left, and it's gonna come down to stabbing all the zombies one by one. So rather than have you see that go slow paced, we're going to speed that up right here. There we are. Oh, there's the cops, and now I gotta run. So what you saw right there was what spare clothes will do for you. It essentially disguises you so a cop doesn't go after you anymore. Now, it's still a one-time use, so if you get caught by the cops again or someone sees you, it's not going to work for you again because you have none left. And we've been on this stage so long that the track actually ends. Now, as much as I like the music track here, there were too many spots where it would just stop for a bit, then sound like it's restarting. It's kind of annoying, and it's only this one track that does it. Alright, let's do this. Just 3 left. Come on. There we go. And this one guy up here. Here we go. Alright, the final guy. He's just standing by himself over by the 2 spiked punch and beer wineries. Boom, party's over. And that was Miami Party. Yeah, I guess 5 minutes is the average. It's really short once you know how to actually do it. Which is just calling the zombies.
I didn't catch them in Miami. I didn't even visit the scene.
Why was that, Mr. West?
Tired, I guess. I'd been chasing this nut job for months by that point. And now that Katie was confirmed to be in his company, it was a lot for one man to take in.
How did you think Katie was involved, Mr. West? She was always one to be driven by danger, correct?
It's a strange, fucked up situation you're in if you're hoping, praying that your own daughter had been snatched away by a madman. It was better than the alternatives.
It must have crossed your mind that Katie was, in fact, the killer all along? It would have been clever, really, faking her own death to escape an abusive father. How was your relationship with your daughter, Mr. West?
God damn you. God fucking damn you.
So unfortunately with that, we no longer get to play as Katie, but we do get to hit the party bus. What? So let's go in and let's ride the bus with Hero Classic. Let's get some sleep, guys. Alright, so this stage is actually easy. In fact, it's one of the easiest stages in the game. So, let's start things off by seeing if there's a phone to pick up or something like that, right? No, there isn't. The door opens, but I do not know what it's actually used for. There's no icon indicating that you can toss people off the bus. So what we're going to do first is we're going to set off this bomb, and then we're just going to murder the hell out of everybody. Now here's why this is easy. This is a gimme party, if anything. There's no cops to be called. No one's going to enter the bus. It's just you and a bunch of people, like 34 of them, all getting stabbed one by one. I do not need to speed this up because this is an excessively short stage. I was rather hoping that door would be used for something like, well, I don't know, other people just coming up to the bus alongside and trying to enter the bus, like maybe cops, medics, or even thugs that we could call in.
I finally caught them a few weeks later, out in the middle of nowhere. His car just pulled up onto a dirt path.
What was he doing, Mr. West?
I'd been staring at photos of Katie every night for the last month. The ink had started to run off where I'd been pressing the corners so tightly.
What was he doing, Mr. West?
He was admiring his handiwork.
I wouldn't worry, Mr. West. The chances are it's what she wanted anyway. To be one of his works of art, so to speak.
Fuck you! I was ready to put a bullet in the back of his head there and then. It would have been so easy, so satisfying. It was what he deserved.
What changed your mind?
I'm a cop, Darius. The American people rely on figures like myself to uphold the law. Killing him would have made us one and the same.
How very noble of you, John.
Once again, fuck you. But you know, the world has a funny way of showing gratitude for such selfless acts.
I assume you're referring to the blinding light that apparently engulfed your car.
I still have no idea what it was, or what caused it. I guess this terror of darkness has somehow found a friend in the light. And of course, when I came to, I found my car had made a strong connection with rather incompatible foliage. Worse still, my back seat was devoid of serial killers.
Alright, so that seems to be like a good place to stop for tonight. So, thanks for watching. And join me next time as we move into the... Well, actually no, we won't be moving into the open air party next time. What we will do is we'll actually go ahead and take a look at a couple user-made levels. There are some in the Steam Workshop after all. So, join me next time as we see what nefarious deeds other Steam users will create for us. I'll see you there.